Welcome to Sacred Conversations. My name is Mandula, and today we are speaking about the collective energy currently of this stop and start. So, a lot of my posts for these couple of months, I would also see different readers, energy readers, and they would have this like it's coming soon, and then you wait for it, and then boom, nothing the way you expected it comes, right? And then this has just been going on for months up until I saw a post where this woman on one of these comments where a psychic was like, 2025, this is how it's going to be. And she was like, I'm so tired of this stop and start with all these astrologers and psychics saying the same thing, but not saying anything really. And she was talking about it's like they're predicting these things as if they're saying these things are going to happen and then nothing. And then I sat with that and I laughed about that because I get it. I had also been experiencing part of that. And then I sat with it in a couple of days and sat with it. You know, you got to let things marinate a little bit because then you get deeper wisdom from, you know, these messages. Really, it's like anything. And then the message that was so clear to me around that was the reason why you are experiencing this stop start energy. Like it's almost like, yes, you can go, but then it's like, no, is because God is protecting you. You have not come to the full crux of why you are where you are and why you are not moving past where you are. There are various reasons, and I'm going to name a few that might resonate for you or might not. Timing. You aren't ready. Trust me, when you get to where you need to go, you'll realize the people who are still about to come into your experience to remind you of certain things that will give you the clues, like little puzzle pieces that connect towards this being readiness, the crux of that push of who you are going to maintain from this point on. To there are certain commitments you need to make. You got to commit to this path. And I know you're committed to the path, but you got to commit to the path. There's a different level of commitment each time you get to, it's like building a house. You first build the foundation, and under normal circumstances, typically, you wouldn't just go, okay, I'm done. You would continue and commit to now building the walls. You'll continue next and build the roof. You'll continue next and then do all the plastering inside. You'll continue next and then put the furniture. You'll continue next and then, do you get what I'm saying? So you are building a house and creating a home. And it's almost like God is, what I'm getting is you need to learn what a home is. This is actually a perfect description. You are learning what a home is, and the home is within yourself without needing something physical. Right? So God is giving you the opportunity to build that foundation and build that foundation that is solid from you, not from a point of what you don't want, but from a point of it is coming from such pure intention that it has no memory attached to any trauma. Right? In this new place where you are going to be, it has to come with a complete new set of rules. It actually reminds me this one time when I was guided and told that you are about to be excavated. So maybe I'm talking to someone, one of my generational curse breakers, that you are being excavated or you are being prepared to be excavated, because the purpose of your service has a certain maintenance and commitment attached to that. And you can't, when you're still holding the trauma, and it's the memory of the trauma, the certain things that need to like click and understand, why am I here? Because what you might be understanding is that because ultimately our relationships from home mirror our romantic relationships. At the same time, our relationships from home mirror the relationships at work. So basically, whether it's romantic or friendship, all relationships are mirrored from the relationship you had with your parents. So your parents are connected to the people that you are working with, your manager, your boss, at the same time. Those two energies is what you need to understand on such a deep level right now, that you won't be able to, I mean, you can, but it will be better for you to be patient, to wait it out up until you get into that crux and it hits. But there's a certain commitment you need to make to yourself now, because there's a level of this that you have to completely take the role of parent for yourself. And you have to take that inner child who has been needing the healing from their parents and parent yourself. Take full responsibility. It's like saying that I'm going to take full responsibility for your medical aid. I'm going to take full responsibility of your life. I'm going to observe you. I'm going to watch you. I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to nurture you. I'm going to cook. I'm going to clean for you. I am willing to be prepared to take care of you. So you got to take care of you like you would a child or your own child. And you don't want to wait for that child to come to learn these things, because your path has a completely different set of tasks that are freeing you as a generational curse breaker. You are freeing yourself from this pattern that has been holding the family line in deep fear and has been like drowning them in this deep fear. So I might be speaking to someone who has come into the family line to be able to have that strength to swim to the top, to be able to breathe, seek for help, and then be able to help. But obviously when they are ready, only when they are ready. So all of this that is happening is a complete mirror between you and you. And I want you to understand too, if this helps some of you, that your parents, the parent to child dynamic goes, parent feels I don't do enough or I haven't done enough. Child feels I am not enough. So that translates in that relationship constantly, which then feeds into your romantic and your work, right? So you must understand that your parents were children too. That at the end of the stick of not doing enough, It's because they don't feel enough from their parents, and their parents did the exact same thing to them too. Now, of course, get your conversations, those uncomfortable conversations, and get your apologies, get your truth out. But at the end of the day, the stop-start energy is where you are going and where you need to shift to. You need to be able to parent yourself fully and hold full responsibility over your complete life. And if there's any blame still, even if it's like 0.001% on your parents, you gotta cut that contract and cut that cord. Because no one's coming here to save you. You gotta save yourself. And that's that relationship with your highest perspective with God, coming to help you really tap into your power here on this earth plane. So use this opportunity to either learn how to reparent yourself, use this opportunity to commit to being a parent to yourself, to protecting you, to serving you, to nourishing you, to nurturing you, to creating opportunities for you, for being your biggest supporter. Everything that you wanted from your parents, give to yourself before you start families, before you get married. Like, make that full commitment, because that is what you are seeking when you create a family, and when you are in a relationship, is you are seeking that healing from your parents. And you're seeking that parenting from your partner. So to avoid a whole lot of years, if there's anything I can help you with, to save yourself a whole lot of years, forgive yourself for forgetting who you are. 1. 2, forgive yourself for the blame or blaming yourself for things you think you could have done even though you couldn't have, based on your strength and your money or resources. You were young, right? Then, so you basically, second is you forgiving your younger self for not having the strength to not have that happen to you, or your safety being compromised. Forgive that version of yourself for blaming that self. Then forgive your perpetrators. Forgive the people who hurt you because they were hurt. And you are doing it from your heart space so that you can free yourself up from your heart space. Whatever justice needs to be done accordingly, that's on you, with your relationship with those who infringed on your safety, and didn't fully nurture you as much as you would have wanted. So forgive them, because they didn't know any better. They could only take you so far from what they were taught as well. Remember, your parent is a child who also didn't feel enough. So in not feeling enough, they'll never feel that they've done enough. So you can only have love and compassion, right? So forgiveness is going to be a very useful tool in this process as well, so that you can step up and commit to this relationship of parenting yourself no matter what. Because no person, no new environment, no new trip, no new nothing is going to feel good if this energy hasn't been cleansed out of your system. So allow this process of the stop and start, because it's giving you that opportunity to say, when we move, we are going to move like fly. and it's going to be one joyride and a half. But if you're not preparing and seeing these revs, and you see this rev in this, I'm getting this like push. Yeah, I've been saying in the talk like the start, stop. Be so patient, be so diligent, and ground into so much gratitude and forgiveness. Ground into listening to the whispers of the wisdom, because you are being spoken to in such a beautiful way that it's going to feel challenging because you've seen where you've been propelled to go. The work is to remain still and understand that everything is happening exactly how it should. I've just told you what to do: forgiveness, and then reparent, commit to that reparenting, because your reparenting is going to govern how you're going to parent, and parent from a space where you feel good enough. You feel good enough with yourself just as you are, so that you won't need to use the child as leverage to force them to make you feel good. Don't cast the burdens that were passed on to you. Cut that cord and that generational curse by participating in these active ways, and it's small ways, but these small incremental like steps lead to really, really bigger steps. So I'm just encouraging you to keep going and to enjoy the process, because it's going to be a beautiful process. Once you start flying, you'll be able to see why everything happened the way it has happened. Please do like, share, and subscribe. If you would like a personal reading, please email it. The email will be in the description below. And if you want an embodiment session, private, please also do. Or if you'd like to support the channel in any way or form, please also, my email is right in the description below. I'm sending you so much love and encouragement, and I'm just wishing you all the best, because life is going to be really, really incredible once you understand this message of why the stop and the start is in your life right now. Okay, up until next time.